Yeah, the only positive about being on IR is like your Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
When you're like, I'm kind of just hanging out and the boys are grinding right now.
Yeah.
But then whenever Sundays or the game comes along, there is definitely a deep pit.
Oh yeah.
Of like, damn, I wish I was just out there with them.
Yeah.
Especially when you see, like your position.
Yeah.
Not having as good of a day as,
yeah.
And then you play the game in your head like, I would have been doing this.
Yeah.
But really, you never really know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the same exact way.
It's both too, though. Like, okay, maybe not for both of y'all, but speaking from my shoes, if I'm injured and the dude behind me's playing bad, yeah, you play the game like, oh, I wish I was out there helping the team. But if they're playing good, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, you
I don't want him to be playing.
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
that sounds selfish, but that's the nature of the fucking game.
You know what?
That's the nature of the game.
That is the nature of the game.
I don't necessarily.
But you human.
Yeah.
That's why, because you human.
And like, what round were you? You were drafted lower, right?
6th round.
6th round. Like cutting our teeth into the league or cutting ourselves a role in the league. Like when Rashawn got drafted in the 1st round, you kind of know what time it is. And for me to like get an opportunity to play again or to like show that I got film, I need somebody to get hurt.
Yeah.
Not that I want them to get hurt.
Yeah.
You just need an opportunity to present itself because I'm not going to get fast tracked like somebody who has a pedigree that's like, oh, or they get paid a lot. Like that's just how that is. And once I did get to start in Washington, and for those couple years that you're referring to is like when I would get hurt, you're like, it's one of those things you don't want to be out long because it's not like the guy behind me or next to me doesn't look athletically same or better than me. I just like know the game, so I already I just need to know like he can't display something good because then the question's gonna be up. Do we even need a play comp again?
Yeah.
Because I don't have the background that's gonna be like, no, that's comp spot when he comes back. Even if the dude behind him's playing better, that's not my reality in the NFL.
Yeah,
so I don't know about y'all.
We all three of us had to grind.
But this is
we had to grind to make it.
They put that. They do that. They do that for you though. They say, look, we're gonna draft this cat to challenge you, even though he not in a higher draft pick. Like say you win 1st round, this dude went 4th. But if you get hurt and this 4th rounder start balling out, I get what Will said. Taylor making how much?
Yeah.
That's how it happens.
How much? Do we need Taylor? Can
No.
this guy do this? And in my mindset, I was kind of on that too. Like when I got hurt, I'm like, damn, I want my dudes to do well. But if they, like you said, if they do too well, it's like, do we need this dude anymore? And then that's what happened in my case.
It has nothing to do with the dude balling.
No, it has nothing to do with it. It's what the owners think and the GMs think.
It's like, truly your own,
and that's
your own shit.
Yeah, and then when Jonnu got started going and they knew they found a way to get Jonnu the ball, like, okay, we can't throw it to him deep, but if we give him a handoff or a screen or like a quick pass, the man is explosive.
He can house it.
He can house it. They start seeing that like, well, Delanie's $8 million after this year. Jonnu is under $1 million. Who do we keep?
Right.
Well, let's release Delanie and see what Jonnu can do. And then he did it again the next year after I was gone. So it was just like,
it's like the nature of the game. Yeah. But you ain't gonna like, you're dabbing. You're like, Jonnu's your boy.
That's my dog. So I'm happy for him when he getting off. I would tell him all the time, shit, you here to replace me.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, when I be like, draft the fucking tight end, they gonna draft the tight end. And when I fall off, that tight end that they drafted is going to replace me. That's part of the game. And I know that. And it's not that I'm not salty of the player. I'm salty of the GM and them because they don't really have loyalty to us.
Right.
They don't care really at the end of the day. Like,
yeah, but is there a reason to be salty when you already know that's the situation?
But still, after all the work we built, all the stuff I did for the team, everything I put into the team, and to do it just to release that player, not even let them play out their contracts, that's crazy to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's like saltiness until you understand that that's the nature of the business.
Right.
Like
but you understand you've been in the league for 14 years.
Yeah, when you're older and you've got several years under your belt and stuff like that, you kind of just see it for what it is because you understand that that's a game. But when you're trying to fucking cut your teeth in the league and like trying to carve out a role, like playing ball is all you want to do.
That's
like you want your situation to work out. That's just the way it is. Yeah. And again, it's not like it's not like you're upset that the player out there is doing well. It's like Rashawn playing. Anytime he had questions, like you're trying to help out as much as possible. But I'm sitting there knowing if I'm going to get a situation or extend my career, I'm going to need somebody to play bad enough for me to go out there or get injured. And that's just like the nature of being in that kind of spot.
Well, see, I was the guy, Cass was like, I need Delanie to get hurt so I can get in. Obviously, because I was the starting dude. When you the starting dude, most of the time the dude in the back, like, only way I'm going to get in if that dude get hurt. They not saying they want you to get hurt.
Just like, okay, maybe he's dumb and doesn't know the playbook well to where it's like he'll be a liability out there. And then eventually, in the middle of the game are like, hey, go in there and go. And you got to be fucking ready to play.
You got to be ready to play. And that's the thing about being in the league now, you better be ready to play. It's the next man up. And that's what our motto in Tennessee is, the next man up. Vrabel really about that life.
About
he
that,
is
bro.
about that. That is for sure.
About that life.
That, I never had that. I mean, obviously our situations were different in the beginning, but like whenever I was hurt or anything, I never thought. Now, granted, when I got hurt, no one ever played where I was like nervous. No one ever played to the level where I was like, oh damn, they might not want to keep me. But as like my time with the Titans is coming to an end, you look at who's playing right now and you're like, hey, I need you to ball, because I don't want to leave after Brandon Hopkins, Mike Ruse, and myself, and there's been like a lineage of good tackles.
Good tackles.
I don't want that to be a drop off after, like, you're kind of rooting for the team now, because I've only been with one team the whole time.
But like, if you're sitting there looking at, I want to get another contract with this team, you kind of need it to be in a spot to where, hey, we want Taylor to come back on Tennessee because this spot's not cut. This spot's not like doing well enough.
Yeah.
Like you want to be wanted. You want to be missed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
You have an opportunity to come back. If you're like hoping they do well, you're on the back part of your contract. So it's like, okay, we'll go ahead and shave this cap space.
Yeah.
Because we'll get somebody cheaper.
But see, that's what, and see, his scenario different, because if you look at what he got hurt, just like I did, went on injury reserve. But see, in my Jonnu played well and Firster. They had two tight ends that was out there doing their thing. They like, well, long we can keep these two.
And Ferk was like an undrafted Harvard kid. It's like, oh shit, we
not
making
no
money at all, but he would get open.
The minimum,
It's the minimum.
Yeah.
See, now you look at Taylor when he hurt, they passing the left tackle around like a baton. Hey, 400, your turn.
Yeah.
Hey, 400, your turn.
Who can do this?
400, your turn.
Going to our boy Dennis all wrong now, right?
I'm not saying Dennis.
No,
I'm not saying he, bro. I'm not saying he not good. He's just, he ain't playing his best football right now.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, that it shows. You know what I mean? You look
basically, if you're Dennis, you have to see this moment as like, this is my opportunity to carve out a true role to even look forward to next year. I'm trying to dethrone a kick and be like, hey, let's cut out this money.
Yeah.
And save that on Cut Taylor, because we got somebody who's established. Like, that's like, I love how we're just talking the mental, the mindsets of each different spot.
Yeah.
Because we've all been in like situations where it's either IR or something where you're like, man, you're sitting there watching the game. You're like, am I about to get replaced? If you're all the way wrapped up in the playing football.
I knew it. I was telling people, they was like, man, what about next? I said, bro, I'm getting released. They like,
I know.
how you know? I said, you ain't seen Jonnu, what Jonnu been doing in Ferg, bro? Why would they pay me $8 million? They don't even pay them, both of them, that combined. All three of them combined.
Not even like half that.
Not even half that. So I am out of there. When I was doing treatment and John called, I already knew. I'm like, what up, John? He like, man, hate to do this, Delanie. I'm like, man, I know what time it is, John. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, you hell of a player, da-da-da-da. Hate to do this, so we don't want you to take a pay cut. We just can't even tell you to take a pay cut after what you did. We just want to give you the opportunity to go find another team. But at this point, I'm still hurt. So they cut me on while I was hurt. So, they had to settle me out and do all of that crazy stuff. But I knew it was probably done for me.